So, folks, we've got Ashley Swarts here with us from O'Neill Real Estate down in the Armidale area. A big thank you, Ashley, for joining us. I know that you're hectically busy at the moment. So thanks for sharing the time to be with us this afternoon.
Cheers, Ryan. Great to be here.
So just for the benefit of the punters out there, how long have you been in real estate currently?
My 6th year, so just ticking over. Yes, it's gone quick, but yeah, 6 years already.
And the demographic that you kind of focus on?
Yeah, so we're doing the Armidale, Kelmscott area, and and obviously surrounding suburbs. Really interesting demographic that we have here. We have the lower end, first home buyers, a lot of investments. We've got units, developers, and then all the way into your lifestyle. We've got acreage, 200 plus acres further south, and then also, your 5-acre lifestyle lots up in the hills. So really interesting space to be working with.
And mate, your business has just exploded over the last 6 months, and I mean, COVID is included in that. What's been the shift?
Well, it's I think it was 7 months ago I joined with you, Ryan. So the writing's on the wall.
Thanks, mate. That makes me feel good. But I wish I could take the credit, mate. You were out there doing all the numbers. So what have you done,
mate? I said to this to you before as well. 2 days is the time it took me to do my real estate course. Real estate sort of industry, it's very easy to get into. It's very hard to master. So it's been a lot of, hey, looking back, looking at my systems, refining those, making sure that we've got all of that working really well for us. And surprisingly, putting all that into place has just exploded on the other end in terms of the business that we're doing.
And let's have a look at your numbers. So let's have a look at, because I think you've done, better in the last 3 or 4 months or 5 months than you did the whole of last year. Would I be right in saying that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, spot on.
And you've had two of your best personal bests in the last 7 months since you've been with us. I think you did a 70 and an 80 grand month. So huge congratulations there, mate. That's massive, especially when we're talking 7 to 10 grand comms. So huge effort, mate.
Yeah, it's really awesome. I put some of my personal best months, but to get a personal best and then the next month another personal best, do that 3 months in a row. It's that it's not a fluke then, and the systems are paying off and everything's coming together.
And tell me, because when we met, you were like I could barely get hold of you. And I know things have eased up a little bit, even though you've got busier. So tell us about your balance. Has that got better with getting a bit of help and using systems and structure and a little bit of procedures?
Absolutely, it does. And it's an ongoing battle. There's no doubt about that. I don't think I'll ever get to a point where I say I've mastered that. But you know what? I've booked in my home opens for the weekend now, and I'm heading away for 3 days as of tomorrow morning. So, and I'm not looking too stressed.
Oh, you're looking bloody good, mate.
So it's just a matter of again, just those processes, having that in place so that you can step away for a few days, and letting your clients know, hey, I'm not going to be available, but your home opens booked on Saturday, and we'll take it from there.
So how important are those system structures and procedures that you put in place? Because let's be honest, we've got so many variables in this business, and if we don't manage them all, they're completely out of control, aren't they?
They are. And real estate's the sort of game that, you can chase your phone around. I can have nothing in my diary come to the office, and if I just took phone call after phone call, I could say I was busy all day. But, prioritizing, what's important, pushing out what you can push out. It's a great way to do it. People know that, feel it off you as well. They mold into your priorities as well. And, the end result for your clients is always better as well, because the stuff that needs to get done is getting done.
Awesome, mate. So you've got more structure, more systems, having a bit more of a balanced life. Your numbers are up, enjoying the business. You're looking healthy, and it seems to all going well for you. So So, and that all just happened in the last 7 months. Okay, I mean, it was on the back of a I suppose an ad hoc business prior to that. But where do you see yourself in the next, say, 5 years?
Yeah, it's a good question. Obviously, I've got my goals of where I want to get to myself. A lot of that's, I'm still in the building stage of my business, building that up, building that to be much bigger than what it is even now. Hopefully taking on a team and having people to help me out there so I can run point. That's kind of the dream. Again, working that into to do that, to have someone work with you, especially in real estate, it does come down, that process, being able to hand that phone over to someone and not letting your clients down. It's a tough thing, but if you can master that, I'll be a happy man.
And obviously now that you've got some systems and structure, do you think you think you're going to find it a lot easier to be able to hand over a lot of those tasks and activities to, I suppose, a support person, be it a virtual assistant, admin, or buyer manager?
Yeah, absolutely. As much as there's many variables in our business, a lot of it's the same. We're listing, we're doing home opens, we're getting a contract, it goes to settlement, and that never deviates. I mean, that's always the same. So, it's just putting those things in practice, and then bringing your clients along on that journey, explaining it to them what's going to happen, and if they know, they're happy, and it all gets easier.
Spot on. So even though that there is variables, a lot of it is predictable. So it can be catered for, and it can be planned and scripted, can't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I like that.
And
Predictable.
yeah, it can be predictable. And I suppose one of the exciting things for me, because I love learning off my clients, and you've certainly been one of them that I've learned from. And those one-on-one coaching sessions, how you've gone from just being this ad hoc agent to everything at once to now being structured. You even showed me your sheets and your tracking system that you've created, which I want to steal, by the way. And I just loved it, mate. So how much benefit are you getting out of those one-on-ones as well?
Yeah, heaps. I mean, you got to keep working on your own business. You got to have those reflection times, and a lot of the time, just going through stuff with you one-on-one. It's about personal reflection as well for me. Just writing it out. Working out where I'm at. Setting those tasks in place. That's where it all comes together. So all of it's words, but when you sit down with one-on-one, that's where the gold happens.
Yeah, and sometimes you just can't see the wood for the trees, right?
You can't. You definitely can't.
And sometimes you just need to be pushed a little bit further out of the comfort zone as well, and that's where magic lies, right?
Yeah.
So, mate, lastly, what advice or help would you give some of the punters out there who are potentially in the position that you were in sort of 7 months ago, where it was very ad hoc, although you were still making a good living, it was very ad hoc, but you were kind of hitting a ceiling? What advice would you give them with regards to what you've done and how you've improved your business?
I think that anyone that's trying to, be successful in real estate and have a career in real estate, if they're starting from scratch, you can't do it yourself. And if you can, it's going to take you 3-4 times longer than sitting down with someone that's been there and that can show you the way. It's crazy to think that you can get there without a coach. You certainly don't see someone at the Olympics there without a coach. Why not? Because you need a coach. If you want to get good, learn from people. I think the faster you learn that in life, the further you'll go.
Absolutely spot on, mate. Beautifully said. And so where are you heading away? Tell us about that. Where are you going?
We're heading up just north of Jurien Bay onto the beach. So Sandy Cape is what it's called. So just 3 days, 2 nights. Yeah, take
very
the kids
nice.
and the camper.
And you're married. You've got 3 beautiful boys. So how old are the boys?
So the oldest is 4.5 now, and the youngest is just coming up to 8-9 months, mate.
So talk about pushing yourself out of the comfort zone. Just with having the 3 boys under 4.5, that is, you must have a saint as a missus, mate.
Mate, she's amazing. Couldn't do it without her. So home life is very busy as well. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, well, I come from one of three boys, mate, so I know exactly what it's like. And
Yeah.
I wouldn't swap it for anything. And I know you're a great dad, and you spend a lot of time with the kids. So, mate, thank you so much for spending some time with us. I'm really enjoying you part of the Real Estate Brilliance membership. You are exactly what our culture is all about, which is on continuous growth and hard work. But you're certainly getting the results, mate. And I just look at your business, and I think, once a lot more of it's implemented, where you're going to go is just literally scary. So congratulations, well done, mate. We're really proud of you. Thank you so much for your time today. Have a spectacular weekend away with the boys and the lovely wife, and send them my regards.
Perfect. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, mate.